Well, hello.
Hey YouTube! So we are in full swing of getting the farm ready and prepared for the spring. And we thought that it would be really fun to go ahead and do a little farm tour for y'all. That way you can see kind of where we started as things develop over the next year. We also thought it would be awesome to have for ourselves to document all the work that we are doing, because over the next few months, a lot is actually gonna change. So I thought we would just show you around and kind of explain what's going on and what our plans are to get ready for the spring garden. So I am in our carport. Our house is right here and little kitties are here. They still can't come out yet. They have about 4 more weeks till we can free them and they can be what we call free range kitties. So we let them hang out on the porch sometimes. But yeah, let's head on over to check out the goats. Y'all have definitely seen this part of the farm before. Our main goat pasture as of right now, where we have Miss Ethel and Big Mama and our 7 laying chickens and our rooster. Hi guys. So in here they have access to their house. This big white one is the chicken house, and then next to it is the goat house for the girls to go up at night, and we do secure our animals at night to keep them safe from predators, because we are in the middle of the Ocala National Forest, so we have quite a few. So this is where they are. Then over here is how you get access to the chicken house. This is how we go in and out of the chicken house. And then we have a carport here that we're housing all this wood that Cesar brings home from work that he finds on job sites, or we pick up off the side of the road, or we get from OfferUp or Craigslist for free. We're just always collecting as much as we can because we will need it. We also have our little feeding area over here right now with the chicken food and the goat food and all their supplements and things like that. And then I normally park my Jeep in here when I'm not going to be using it for a while, but I've been going into town way too much this week, so. And we're actually going to come back to over here because this is going to be where our spring garden is, so we'll explain that a little bit more in a minute. But I also wanted to show you kind of what we're growing right now, which is right over here. We have the golf cart because we're going to jump on it in a minute. But we're just growing a little bit since we've only been here 4 months. We got here at a really bad time to start growing things. But I do have this gorgeous kale growing that we've been eating off of every week, which is wonderful. It's been quite a blessing to have. And then these are 2 different types of kale. It's called Ethiopian kale, and they are heat tolerant. So we'll be able to grow this year round. And then over here we have a headless cabbage and some yarrow, and I just have a lot of my herbs and little kitchen garden up here on the deck. Well, let's jump on the golf cart and we'll take y'all around. The dogs are obsessed with going on the golf cart.
Yeah. I like it more than we do.
Yeah. Bayaluna likes to herd it, and I don't know what Quincy's deal is. He just cries until you get it going. So. So over here, where we're about to drive, was the original driveway for the property. And as you can tell, it's gorgeous. But the property is completely changed the way that the layout of it has totally changed. So this driveway isn't really something that we're able to utilize at this point.
It's just a waste of space.
Yeah, it is really just a waste of space. It's gorgeous, but there's really no way for us to use it. So Cesar's gonna explain to you what we're gonna do instead.
Okay, so what we have in mind is come this way a little bit. what we have in mind is we're going to essentially take the whole side of the pen off. We're going to take it off, use the same fencing, repurpose it, and we're going to block it off here and then block it off down at the end. And we're taking all of this down as well because
it does nothing.
It literally does nothing. So the plan is, as far as the goat pens, is divided up into about 3 or 4 small paddocks. We don't plan on having a whole huge herd, so I think it'll be enough space, and we always have where they are now. But that way, you know, it'll make things easier because we can get big blocks of hay, which turn out to be a lot cheaper. And you just put the feed in the middle, and then they could access it from any of the pens. Also, in the spring, we're hoping to get 1 or 2 bucklings, so we can start breeding our goats ourselves. And you got to keep the male separate. So,
and also, right, with moving them because of parasite load?
Yes, because their parasite cycle is about 3 weeks. So ideally, you're going to want 4 paddocks from what I've researched. I guess you could get away with 3, and I mean, if you could do 1, do 2, 3, but ideally, just to help keep the parasite load down, you want at least 3 or 4 paddocks. That way you can rotate them every 3 weeks. By the time they go around, by the time they get back to the original pasture, it's already grown back. They have some forage to help supplement the feed and everything like that, trying to keep the cost down low. So, but also some of this fencing, we're gonna go ahead and use it since we have it. I mean, it's free, it's just labor, you know. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put it around our garden to help keep out the dogs, if the chickens get out, if the goats get out, because they love to jump, and if the hot wire gets cold, they figure that out, they'll be jumping. So
we also have bunnies all over. So we want to keep those
there's
out,
definitely
rodents
rabbits. We have an armadillo living under the house right now that I'm trying to deal with. We have raccoons, possums, and that's just more of the smaller critters. You know, also here in the Ocala National Forest, we have bears and bobcats. And you hear stories. Some people say that there's a Florida leopard. I've never heard of it. But, and there's the Florida panther, of course, but, they're not too common. So that's the plan for this.
And that'll give everyone a lot more room for the pack.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
It'll
for all
give
the
them
animals.
a lot more room. And then depending on how many posts we have after we do all the dividing and everything like that, I do the calculations we put up for the garden. I might actually square this off because it's actually this paddock is actually kind of shaped like the state of Arizona. Square on top, and then it just cuts at a weird angle. But maybe not. We'll see. It depends if we have time or not. So
awesome.
That's the plan for this.
Yeah. And this is the front of the property.
Yes.
So this is the street up here, and then right across, that's just forest. That is the Ocala National Forest right there. So let's jump back on the golf cart. Yeah. And let's go.
Corner right here is literally at both sides that's just straight Ocala National Forest. So nobody will ever build on either of these 2 sides, either in front or on the side of us. And then, if you want to go hiking, anything like that, it's fantastical.
Yes. Over here is a pen that we still go back and forth on exactly what we're going to do with it. That's also where Lucy is buried. You can see her little cross. What's your idea to do with here, honey?
Short term, it'll be probably the place to house the mulch. As we keep getting most of the way we've been getting it, just to keep it dry. Long term, anything's possible. Sky's the limit, right? I've thought about running pigs in here. I mean, if nothing else, it's a good dry place. I mean, if we end up getting more of go towards more like sheep or cows or something. It'd be a good place to store hay. Like, it's just, you know, it's nice covered area.
Yeah, for sure. And then over here, this building is going to actually become my commercial kitchen, but it'll be a couple years probably till that happens. And then this is what I'm most excited about right now, because this is going to be my potting shed, potting area. I'm really excited for it. It'll be put together in the next month. Very eclectic, really unique, and just random bits and pieces of things that I'm finding to put together. Stuff we're getting for free, like I said, off Craigslist and OfferUp. So that'll be really cool. But this is where all the magic of planting is gonna go down. So really excited for that. Here we have Cesar's workshop. We're in the middle of painting.
Fresh coat of primer on it.
Fresh coat of primer, yes. Still looks a million times better just with the primer.
Yes.
And then up here, so there's the gate. And then here we have this big cement slab that's actually an RV pad. It does have power hookup as well as septic hookup. But we're pretty sure we're going to turn this into a huge like pavilion. Like, what would you call it? Like a giant pergola. We're going to put a roof on it, outdoor furniture, the grill. I mean, yeah, hammocks. We're talking like dance party all night, just hang out, have so much fun. Venezuelan and a Cajun. So when our families get together, we love to eat, drink, and dance. So that's what will be happening here. And then we're back up to more of the front of the property. We have the house. And then this building is, right now it's storage and also my shop. My apothecary's in here. We have the boat house, but it's,
Should I go and join the
yeah, around the back. The boat house, but the boats are on back because they're painting this right now.
Yeah, one day we hope to turn this other building into an in-law suite.
Yeah, we hope to turn this whole thing into a big mother-in-law suite so we can have a bunch of people stay.
Block and block pile.
Yeah. Random stuff. We have that whole corner is filled with sweet potatoes. So that's what we have. Well, they'll be ready for Thanksgiving next year. Back here is kind of more stuff we collect. Try to keep it out of sight. And then the back of the building, there's the boat. There's this little carport, also where I work out and do weights is back here. And then this, my friends, is gonna be the spring garden, which I want to talk about. So I'll pass y'all off
Okay.
because I am so excited. So this is gonna be our garden area. So like we said, we're gonna use that fencing over there to come in and close this off. It is 2,200 square foot. And it'll be divided into different beds. I did recently post an IGTV video on YouTube, on Instagram, about how we're gonna prep this land to get ready for the garden. So y'all can definitely check that out. But this is pretty much come full circle. So our house is kind of in the middle, and we're back to over by the goats now. So a lot is going to change just in the next few months. So I'm thinking about the time that we get the seeds in the ground, we'll go ahead and do another one of these just to kind of keep up to date with everything that's going on. A lot of this I think is more for us than anything, but we love to share what we're doing because it's not something that everyone gets to do, but a lot of people dream of it. And so if that's something that you are dreaming of doing, if farming and being sustainable and living off the land is something that you have dreams about, I implore you to just do whatever you can to try to make those dreams come true, because it is such an awesome way to live. So
It's hard though.
it's hard. It's so much work.
So much work.
Talk to me in 3 months and I might have changed my story after I'm done helping him move that fence. I might be singing a new song. But as of now, I'm pretty stoked. So thanks for hanging out with us, and I hope you enjoyed it. And please, if you like what you see, subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. We love you guys. Mwah.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Hey, Barn.
Hey YouTube. Today we just wanted to get going. I already have lost what I'm gonna say, but how's my angle?